Welcome to Candles and Coffee. I had the pleasure of talking to Frances Scimeca on Memorial Day. She surprised me. She wanted to record an episode. You're going to see what this episode was. It was a quickie. We spontaneously landed on Arrogance, though we touched a lot of topics in a very, very short period of time. My great takeaway from having seen this was how well she pops on camera. I love that. I really do. And also our dynamic. It's really, there's a lot to take in here. The content is good, however. This part about arrogance is really essential, and it's a necessary episode. So enjoy. Hello, Frances.
Hey, how are you?
I'm doing well. How's it going?
Good times.
Oh my God, the best times. So now we've been married, going on 17 years. We had our anniversary. And you're having a birthday this weekend.
Yes, on Sunday.
And we're going away.
Yes.
Where are we heading?
We're going to go to Lake Oconee, the Ritz-Carlton.
That's very nice. And we know that we're going to get treated well there, right?
Absolutely.
And that's why we're going. Because they will take very good care of us.
Yes, and we need it.
We really, really do.
I'm tired.
So, really? Tell me a little bit about that.
So you're not going to get like an energetic person.
Baby, your tiredness is
have that speed.
It's internal. That's in you. It's intimate. The people on the outside can't tell the difference about when you're tired and when you're not.
All right.
All right.
All right.
So get me caught up. So how come we're recording today? Get me caught up. Remind me. Fill me in.
So we're recording today because it's Memorial Day and I'm off. You're kind of off. You've had, you've been working today, but you've also had a few clients or a few open spots.
Right. This is an open spot. I'm
Yes.
actually having a session in 1 hour right now.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
And so basically, I also got my hair done.
Oh.
And we got to cash in on that opportunity. I'm
Isn't
like,
her
okay.
hair beautiful? So we do a commercial for Gina?
Yeah.
Okay, tell us
sure.
about Gina. I mean, like...
Yeah. She's great. She does gray hair. She does highlights.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you met her through me.
I did.
Isn't that beautiful?
Yeah.
So what are we talking about today? So let's assume that this is going to be an episode of Candles and Coffee, or let's assume that this is going to be something just between you and me. What would you like to talk about today? Is there anything that you knew was hot on the topic for you, or something that you feel would be the best use of our time?
Well, basically, this was spontaneous, and
it is.
I kind of thought that you would have had something planned.
Oh, I can make stuff up all the time. I mean, you know what I do. I mean, I do all the time.
Yes.
So tell us about your top. I'm curious
Okay, yeah.
about that. Where'd that come from?
So we went to Greensboro to stay at the Bohemian Hotel, which was very nice.
Mm-hmm.
And the city is nice.
Mm-hmm.
They are lacking in boutiques, just so you know, in the downtown portion. And we found this on the way out, on the outskirts.
Mm-hmm.
There were no boutiques, women's boutiques on the main strip.
Mm-hmm.
So we were on our way out of town and just happened to find this one place. They did say it was on the outskirts. And I got this top and I haven't worn it.
Is this the first time, really?
Yes.
Wow.
Well, because we got it kind of in the wintertime, and it's really not a winter.
Mm-hmm. But
top.
it looks very nice.
Yes.
You look very nice.
Thank you.
I want to thank you for doing this yet again. So we haven't done any kind of recording of anything, and we're like recording freaks, like when it comes to videos. And
Well, you are.
Well,
you like recording.
Well, but you're the one that does all the location. You do. Oh, we just did that.
I'm supposed to be in the back on the back side of things.
But you are on the back
Yeah.
side of things. You want to show us your back side of things?
No, I don't. I'm supposed to be like the planning, not the focus.
I think you're planning very well, baby. We seem to have something working right now.
So I think that what I'd like to ask, since you have all the answers.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
Yes,
yeah, I've got
yes,
them all.
yes.
I've got all the concepts.
And concepts, psychotechnologies,
Good.
answers.
Answers.
Yes.
I got your answer right here.
Yeah, I'll give you an answer.
You want your answer? I got your answer.
What's your hottest topic now that would help people? Like what, just a vague topic that it's coming up,
Arrogance, 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 arrogance. That is the word right now. We are living in a world that none of us ever lived in before. Now, we may have been like bullshitted our whole life and we never knew it, but now we're starting to realize just how much BS that we've been fed our entire lives. So how do you make sense of that? I mean, really, so how do you make sense?
I love it that you just like nailed it.
Well,
like,
it is.
It's hot.
It is. Arrogance
it's a
is
hot
it.
topic.
We were taught to pretend that we know, because sometimes we go to school and we get information and then we get a degree. So of course, if we're getting a degree and we really revere our degree, I'm a doctor, right? So what do? We assume that the information that we've been given is completely true. But clearly, most of the stuff we've been told are just complete lies, maybe intentional or just, oops, and nobody wants to admit it, the whole fudge factor. Okay. So there are 3 parts of arrogance that I'm playing with right now.
Okay. Awesome.
The first part is 2/3 of everything that we think is true is absolute BS, or it's just wrong.
That sounds about right.
That is about right. Now get a load of this. For the part that you are actually right about, let's just say 1/3, and these are just estimates, but I know it's less than most of everything that you know. Let's just say 1/3 of what you know is true.
Okay.
It's so ridiculously and fantastically and remarkably incomplete what you know to be true. It's so unbelievably small of the bigger truth that it's almost silly to tout it, to hide behind it, because it's like trying to see the elephant from the side or the front or the back. What you see is so incomplete, and so it's silly to even lean on it. And so that's even arrogant. It's like, so there's arrogance on like 2/3 of everything you think are true are just not. You're just drinking the Kool-Aid. Sorry, cognitive dissonance works for every human. You're not immune. You might like your level of intelligence, and you might think you're more intelligent than somebody next to you, and you might have a higher IQ. But boy, are you drinking the Kool-Aid just as much.
Oh, that IQ doesn't mean anything anymore.
It doesn't.
Yeah.
It doesn't. And it's almost like how brainwashed can you be, or how much Kool-Aid can you be forced? You're drinking Kool-Aid out of a fire hydrant?
Yeah.
You love that. I mixed
Guzzling
the two.
it.
Guzzling it. Right, exactly. And so now that's only 2 legs. So 2/3 of everything that you think is true is not. That's just a nice way of saying it's complete and utter BS.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. 1/3 of what you know to be true, which is actually true, is just so remarkably incomplete. Literally, you have such a small portion, and you would be foolish to tout it. And then the 3rd leg is that you don't know which is which. You have no idea what's 2/3 complete BS and what 1/3 is just incomplete. So the reality is, you have to start living from that place. Start recognizing what Plato and Socrates and Aristotle all said about like not knowing, and that makes you the most wise. But now we have people, especially in the political arena, that are really wanting to act as if they know something, and what they know is what they're regurgitating, is what they're being taught on a specific channel. Think about that. Whether you're watching CNN or MSNBC or Fox News, or you're going on the internet and going, well, I'm going underground for my information. But it's all BS. I mean, it really is. And unless you really come to make peace with the fact that it's all BS, and that you really can't rely on your intellect as much as you can rely on your awareness. And if you don't have a lot of awareness, if all you've been doing your whole life is drinking Kool-Aid and dispensing Kool-Aid that you're drinking, that makes you a carrier of BS, right? Or a carrier of evil. And so what you have to do is rely more on common sense and look what's going on in the world. And
but there is no common sense.
Well, that's what I'm saying. This didn't even call it common anymore because it's so not common, right?
How do you help people maneuver through all that BS? Where do you start with your psychotechnologies? How do you
Oh, that's a good one. So
maneuver through all of that?
Well, the biggest thing is to make sure everybody understands that these are all just concepts, and not just what I'm coming up with, but I'm the first to admit that everything that I create are just concepts, and that's all they are. They're just concepts. But when you interact with them, then they cease being just concepts, and then they become fantastic sources of support. So it's to play with the phenomena of playing with certain concepts and find out which ones really work and which ones are humane, which ones have you absolutely being a better human, a better person, and which ones make you act as if you're disconnected from your neighbor. where you can throw your neighbor under the bus or just say they're stupid or, whatever. You can, oh, you're voting for that guy? You're an idiot. Or I'm leaving the country if you do this. I mean, all this stuff is so ridiculous.
Yeah.
And so what I'm helping people do is to get more comfortable in not knowing. Go back to not knowing. Like, welcome to the mystery. Like, get comfortable in the mystery. And if I can do that and help people realize that your success should not be conditional, it's attitudinal. And of course, if you have a bad attitude, it's going to really take a hit on your success. But the biggest attitude is that you got to believe that you can handle even that which you believe you can't handle, or that which makes you become very reactive. Because the minute you become reactive, you just compromised your functionality. Mm-hmm. So you're not going to be able to handle it. And so I try to help people function better through humility, through admitting they don't know and get comfortable in not knowing and get comfortable in the mystery. That's what I do. Is
awesome.
That good?
Yeah. No, that's a good answer.
It's a good answer. It's what I'm doing. But you'd be surprised how many people really resist that. People really want to hang on to their truth as if it really is true. And it might be helping them or supporting them or giving some whatever their due north is or whatever their foundation is, security. But it's synthetic security because it's not really, really true, right? The only singular truth is that there are multiple truths. And if there are multiple truths, that means truths themselves are dependent upon what you're facing. What situation you're facing will determine what's ultimately true. And people can't really handle that because we haven't been raised to think that way. We're thinking like scientists, and we're drinking the Kool-Aid about science. And even science has been bastardized. Science is half a word. Science is about the scientific inquiry. You don't get scientific answers. You get scientific questions. And we're using science as what science says or what the research says or what the literature says. And it's like, if the literature is coming up with a solid answer, I would have to say that's pretty arrogant. I would have to say,
we're supposed to question it, though.
We are.
Yeah.
Well, but that's what the meek will inherit the earth, Francis. I mean, the idea is to admit that you don't know and to question everything, especially authorities. I mean, authorities, when you look at companies, they're like, let's throw the pharmaceutical industry under the bus. Like, we know that they're one of the most corrupt institutions that ever lived. And yet, in the middle of the worst kind of crisis, who are we relying on? Somebody who already has a track record of being incredibly dishonest and...
Money.
Right. Money.
Thank you.
But you can know all that. And if I focus on that, then I start literally depleting my benefit, my resources. Like, how can I be helpful if I'm just looking at all the darkness and the evils that are going on in the world? Because Lord knows there's a lot of it. There's a lot of evil in me, and I'm still working on trying to handle that because you can't stop it all, right? You can't. Right. I mean, that's in and out, yin and yang, right?
And we're not perfect.
We're not meant to be perfect, but we are meant to ask for forgiveness. We are sitting there with unlimited opportunities to do it better, second chances, right? We have unlimited second chances, and hopefully we're taking those second chances. Aw. It's my wife going to Catholic. She's like,
did I do it the right way?
I have no idea. I'll have to look at it on the camera. So she's doing the sign. So she wasn't raised Catholic? What were you raised?
Presbyterian.
Okay, so you never did the sign of the cross? You didn't know anything about genuflecting or anything like that?
No,
okay.
I just do it because I learned it from you.
Okay.
Father, Son, Holy Ghost.
Yeah, there you go. Well, in the name of the Father, Son, Holy...
It feels good.
Yeah. You know what? This is when you build community, like when you go to church on Easter because the wife wanted to go to church on Sunday. That was something she...
excuse me.
What?
We've gone to church more than just Easter this year.
Really? How many times?
Probably year? 4 times this year.
I don't think that we went 4.
We've been to the Catholic Church twice.
Okay, so what were the reasons? There had to be some reasons.
We just went. Go. We liked it. You're Catholic. I'm non-denominational. I'll go wherever you want to go. We liked it. It was a great church. It was really good. Then we went. I can't remember, but I don't know where we went. It was cuckoo. But and we won't go back there.
I remember. Yeah. Oh, I do remember. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But I watched Joel Osteen. That counts.
She watches every Sunday.
Yes.
I like church.
I missed it this Sunday.
So when I go to church, just so you know, it's like visiting an old town. It's like going to an old school. And what's amazing was I remembered what they do in a Catholic service. My memory is when I'm 16, really at 20. And I remember what they said. And now they've changed things so much that I'm a little lost. Like, sometimes I listen to the entire congregation and how they respond, and I'm like, oh, I missed that memo.
One of those times going to the Catholic Church was to celebrate Wayne, because Wayne passed.
Oh,
Your brother,
that's
our
true.
brother-in-law.
That is true.
Ria's husband.
That
and
is
you lit
true.
the candles.
That's exactly what I did.
Yeah.
Why did I do that? Do you remember?
Wait a minute. In remembrance of me?
Right. Well, it is. And it's one of those, if it's important to you, it's important to me. And so, I knew that there's only so much you can do when you lose somebody, especially on behalf of my sister. And I knew that that's something they would do.
Awesome.
And if it's important to you, it's important to me.
Mm-hmm.
And if that was something that was endearing to them and it meant something to them, who am I to go like, well, I ain't lighting a candle because I don't go to church, So it felt like getting out of the way. It felt like an act of love. It felt like paying your respects, which
Totally.
is what that is.
It wasn't a funeral.
Listen to that terminology,
Yeah.
though. You go to pay your respects.
Yes.
So I think that, we can pay our respects in lots of different ways. And, I ended up like playing Bee Gees for Wayne, and I got real emotional just listening to Bee Gees music. It really, really hit me. So.
Cat's trying to get in.
Oh, this is an opportunity to get the what do you call it? The establishing shot. Hold on. The cat's trying to get in. Let's see if you can see the cat. All right.
Midnight's breaking in.
Hello. Well, he's in. I don't know if you're going to see him. Maybe you will see him.
Just let him naturally jump up.
If he does jump up.
If he wants to be on camera.
There he is. Hello, good boy. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Did we show the world to you? Yes. Oh, he's not very happy.
No, let him just be natural.
Oh.
Let him be daddy. Let him be
There you
natural.
I feel like he's on the vet table or something.
Who's a good boy? See, come over here. Yeah, good boy.
All right, so, baby, I don't know how long I want to go with
Okay.
this thing. So give me something that you would like to talk about. I mean, seriously.
That was good.
Can
I
we
liked
do-
what you explained.
Can we do a little
Why don't you-
relationship thing? Can we do
Sure,
something,
sure.
an update? Like, so,
Why don't you tell me what you want to do?
well, you know me. I think that we should talk about what goes on, behind closed doors.
No, because it'll never be seen.
What do you mean it'll never be
I'll
seen?
do a little bit of it.
You make it sound like that.
Nobody's ever going to see it.
That's okay. Nobody's
Yeah.
going to see this either.
Okay.
Baby, you know my track record. I do this for the field. I do this. I do this. Oh, that's adorable. Is he showing up on there? No, that's a shame. That's beautiful.
That's okay.
I'm going to ask something that I've asked you before. What do you think the key to our success is? The 2024 version.
Oh, I don't know. Give me a minute.
Take your time.
Ooh. 2024.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
The key to our success. Well, that's kind of it's kind of a detailed answer because we like to be with each other, always have. And
You're an amazing.
a lot of people don't have that. So I'm trying to think of something that might be helpful for people that don't necessarily have that. I guess.
You're a great traveling companion. I wanted to get that.
Yeah,
out.
that too. Yeah. Just, talk. Keep
No,
talking.
I just no. I want to hear. I want to
I'm
hear.
being serious. I'm not
So
being
am I. I want to know
Okay.
where you go with this. I'm serious myself.
I would just say that we really like to be with each other and we like to do a lot of the same things, and that's helpful. And it's always helpful to, be attracted to each other. Didn't want to start off with that, but it is a huge factor.
That's how our relationship started. off.
Yes. I tried to tone it down.
Okay.
No, so people can actually,
Handle it.
if they do get a chance to see this.
Right.
But it's nice that we do enjoy each other, and they're very attracted to each other, and we both enjoy sex, and it is important, and that, that we love each other and that respect each other. And
Who enjoys it more, baby? You or me?
I think we both do. It depends on what day, I guess.
Did I tell you the other day, I was talking to Emily and I was like, oh my God, I found out the word. I'm hypersexualized. And she went, duh. It was so funny because I relate to everything to sexual. It's like it's almost like Freud, you know? And I've been that way my whole life. I've
Right,
been that
but
way
we have
even
to
when I was
hide it
younger.
now. You can't say anything anymore. I have to be quiet.
I know, it's not appropriate.
Everything that somebody
I know.
says, I immediately go,
Yeah, cue.
sex.
Yeah, cue the
Yeah.
person who wants to get upset because it's inappropriate.
Right.
Like, what are we saying here?
Yeah.
Like, really, you know?
Why can't we say stuff?
Right.
You know what? I'm going to start saying stuff because people say whatever they want. And you know what? All you have to do is say the word sex and they shut up.
Right.
I did it today. I forgot
Really?
to tell you. I'm like, they're like, oh yeah, we can't talk. They were saying, you know, everybody be gentle about political or this. Or I'm like, they're telling you what to say? I was like, you just remember the golden rule. I said, don't talk about politics, religion, or sex. And I said it louder. And everybody go,
She said it.
they shut up.
Oh my God.
Nobody
she said
wants to
sex.
talk about it.
Oh my God, sex. Oh my God.
They're like,
Yeah. Well, baby, this is a nice quick one. I want to thank you. I guess any last words before we sign off and just say,
yeah, just, hey, stay tuned to next Candles and Coffee.
yeah, maybe this will be an episode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, and he'll have maybe somebody a lot better than me.
Well, you know what I'm supposed to do? According to people, I'm supposed to, because I've only did the one episode, just so you know. And the episode was to be about me and what the channel is going to be. Now, the next bunch of episodes supposed to be where I establish myself as being somebody even worth listening to. So maybe the best guest to have wouldn't necessarily be the wife. Unless
Okay,
you
we can do it down the road too.
Okay.
And we
all
can
right.
have like maybe a topic or something.
But you know, you're really good at that. Why don't you like pack a topic sometime? I mean, like, you know, like.
Because I'm not the podcaster. I'm
So
not
let me ask you this,
I'm not
real
the
quickly.
entertainer.
So what is the concept? One concept before we leave, right here, that I have shared with you that has made a biggest difference in your life, whether it's recent or something that you just carried with you. What is the number one concept of Dr. Michael that really works for you?
I don't know if it's a concept,
Go ahead, say it.
but I'm going to tell releasing breath.
Oh,
And that's something that I think that you might, show at another episode.
I can always give a link on the bottom of this one to Releasing Breath. And you've done some great modeling for me on that, which is really wonderful.
Yes.
All right. Well, baby, I love you. Goodbye. And we'll talk again next time.
Sounds good.
Bye.
I love you. Bye.
Bye.
Did you get that?
I did. Too precious.